Four major things that you've got to get into your noodle here. First of them is temperature. All foods, regardless of what they are or where they come from, boil down to either being cold, cool, warm, hot, or this peculiar temperature called neutral, which is neither this nor that. Tempeh tofu, deep frying, it's the perfect match. It's often a myth about deep frying on that note that it's, you know, a no-no. As long as you're using the right implements, like a cast iron wok, for example. Quinoa, amaranth, millet, buckwheat, those four you can make a nice fluffy texture of, either first dry roasting, adding your liquid, throw it in the oven, or even on the stove, and it'll always turn it to a fluffy consistency, which I think is quite neat when you're introducing the grain for the first time to people who may not have acquired the taste. Remedial diet and the principles therein. Basically, there are 6 conditions, folks, that we're going to attempt to get a handle on. And these are wet problems, dry problems, hot problems, cold problems, deficiency problems, and stagnation problems. As you can see on the board, a wet problem obviously relates to a scenario where there is an accumulation of an excessive amount of fluids, commonly referred to as damp. Right, time for basic syndrome breakdown. This is where we have an opportunity to look at how the Oriental medicine approach can be aligned with Western disease differentiation. And I guess the first thing that I really need to impress upon you is to think in this way. You can have the same disease that can be treated in a number of different ways. Yep. And you can have the same treatment which treats a number of different diseases. Umeboshi plum, I'm also a huge rat for this. I reckon you're absolutely nuts if you don't store this at home. Very, very high in citric acid, which helps relieve the body of lactic acid buildup, and we all need that because we're all prone to accumulating huge residual buildups of lactic acid